Now, we're going to talk about buying audiences here. The people most likely to buy from you. Okay, so let's define buying audiences. You've got cold buying audiences. So these are people who may buy from you, but they've never heard of you before. They don't trust you. They haven't seen your work. They don't know what you're about. These are the hardest people to market to. Then you've got warm. They may have seen your content or your ads before, and they may trust you due to page likes. So for instance, I've got 200,000 page likes. Another one of my friends has 2 million page likes. It's much easier to trust somebody with a high amount of page likes than somebody with 50 or maybe 0 page likes. If somebody has very few page likes and they are serving an ad to you, how much do you actually trust them? Because if people aren't buying into that brand, if that brand hasn't got some form of social proof, what's to say that these guys are good at what they are selling? Okay? So these are warm people. They may have interacted with your content before, but they don't really know you. They don't really trust you at this point. And then you've got the hot buying audiences. These are the guys who are the most likely to buy when you are launching a product or when you're advertising a product or when they see one of your products in a post that you have put out to them. The hot members of your product, the hot buying audiences, are the active members of your community. They've bought your products, whether it's, a $10 product, whether it's a $200 product. These are guys who buy your products. They trust you. They like you. Okay, these are the hot buying audiences. Okay, so these are the 3 categories of buying audiences. All right, so let's go into these in reverse order. So the hot audience. Okay, now the hot audience watches most of your videos and content. Okay, they engage with you in comments and chat. They buy products when you launch them. So, you come out with a new product, a t-shirt or an earring or something, and these guys have already bought from you before. They love what you do, and when you launch a new product, they'll buy it because they just love you, they trust you, they think your designs are cool, you have a lot of credibility. Or they've downloaded free offers, so you have put a cheat sheet available for them to download, and they have taken it up. These are guys who know you and are familiar with your work, and ultimately they trust and like you. That's the important thing. Not only do they trust you, but they like you. This is the absolute secret sauce of a hot audience. Trusting and liking you goes so far. Sometimes it doesn't matter if your product absolutely sucks. They will still buy it because they trust and they like you. Now the warm audiences aren't so bad. These guys are much easier to sell to, but they do require some hard work. Okay, so these guys have probably heard of you. They've seen a few posts or videos. Somebody has shared your post and they've seen it, or they've seen it in their recommended feed, or maybe you've put an ad and they have seen 1 or 2 of your videos. They've not spent any money with you. They've not got any of your free offers, but they are aware of you. They may have browsed your website. So let's say in my instance, somebody may have been searching for Facebook courses and they saw my website come up on Google and they browsed my website. They may have viewed you on YouTube. So let's say you've put a really good demonstration of a product on YouTube and they've seen you, but they may not be an avid fan, and they may like you, but they don't necessarily fully trust you, or vice versa. They may trust you, you may have, some great social proof, they may think that you talk really well about the product, but they may not necessarily like you as a personality. And then you've got the cold audiences. Now, the reason why we come to this last is because this is ultimately where you tend to be selling to with Facebook ads. Cold audiences have never heard of you. They've not seen an ad, video, or post from you. They don't know your expertise or your product. They've never heard of you. They don't know what you do. There's no trust and there's no human emotion. They don't like you. They're not necessarily excited by you. They're not wowed by you. They don't hate you. It doesn't really matter, but there's nothing built there yet. But a cold audience may be interested in your niche and or product, okay? And this is what you tend to focus on with Facebook ads. So in Facebook ads, you tend to direct your ads to people that are interested in your niche because you select an interest that corresponds with your niche or product. So these guys are potentially interested in what you've got to offer. but they don't know you, they've not heard of you, they don't know what your expertise is. This tends to be where most of your efforts go into. Now, when you look at this picture, what does it say to you? Okay, because there's been a lot of people that have said to me, you know, Superman, my Facebook ads aren't converting. Why aren't they converting? You know, this is ridiculous. I've tried everything you said, they're not converting. Why? This is why. Have a look at this on your screen. They've never heard of you. They don't know what you do. They don't trust you. They don't have any emotion for you either way. So how you present yourself in an ad has to kind of satisfy all of these things in order to be able to be successful. They've got to come out of an ad thinking, oh, right, so this Superman sounds like a big deal. They've never seen a video or post from you, but then once they see that video from you, let's say a video that I did on Facebook where I was showing people how to get 0.003 per like, and they were like, oh my gosh, you're a legend, you're a genius, how did you know how to do this? Okay, so they are wowed by you after the video. So basically, how your ad communicates with them dictates whether they become warm or hot as a result, or if they stay cold. Okay, but ultimately, this is the position you tend to start from. And you need to build on this to turn them into either a hot or warm member of the audience.